The worst of Mancow. Rock 102.1.
Billy, you and I have it's actually turning into a long relationship.
Yes. We started dating in 92.
That's right. That's
Broke
right.
up in 94.
I dated your eldest boy. It wasn't the same. You can't go back. Billy, your musical tastes and your tastes in things would, I think, freak out diehard Pumpkins fans, don't you think? Don't you think they expect...
I've kind of been through that. I guess maybe more when stuff started coming out about me, like 93, 94, people were sort of freaked out. I think they're kind of used to it by now.
Yeah, but you think...
I'm from the suburbs, you know?
Yeah. People don't realize what a regular guy you are. I'm sorry.
Well, for part of me, yeah.
No, but I've always found you to be a regular, just a regular guy. I have never gotten from you, whether we're backstage at Kid Rock or whatever, I've never walked away thinking, what a prick.
Well...
I mean, other people have had that experience with you. Other writers and stuff have said you're aloof and this, but I've never had that kind of feeling. I think you're kind of shy.
I don't know. It's hard to explain, you know. I think it's sort of how people perceive you, you know what I mean? It's almost if I'm the type of person, if people think I'm I don't know if you can say dick on the radio.
No, you can say dick.
All right. If people think I'm a dick before they even meet me, and I kind of pick up on that, it just makes me want to be a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's sort of like it's like a wrestling character. I'm being what they expect me to be. So I just go into that character.
Okay. When I do interviews now, I lie about everything. I make everything up.
Yeah. Well,
you've done so many interviews. Do you even try to tell the truth? Because they're going to write. They're going to write whatever they want to write.
It depends on the writer and the situation. A lot of magazines have bad history with us, where they basically use the band to sell magazines. They'll put us on the cover and then basically continue to diss every record. So at some point, it just becomes like a game.
Are you hard to deal with?
It depends on how you look at it. I mean, I'll tell you the one thing I am is totally honest. And we all know in this world that people just aren't totally honest.
Right.
People kind of avoid the truth, skirt around the truth. And
okay.
I'm too old and been around the block too many times to
You're not old, because if you're old, I'm old. So you're not old. Now,
all right, well.
Now let's play a little bit of complete honesty right now. What are you thinking right now? What is really in your mind right now? Complete
good.
honesty.
You look good.
That's what you're thinking. I look good. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting handsome in your old age.
All right. Thank you.
Disarm him with kindness.
When he first met me, I was a tubby bitch. So I went through the heartbreak diet. Your friends, the kids that you grew up with, okay? Are they happy that you're the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins and they knew you, or is it just what they can get out of it? Do you think your friends are truly happy?
I think my friends are very happy.
Were you amazed at the way some of them reacted?
Well, it's sort of a process. I think at first people are kind of bewildered because they always thought you were going to turn out to be the stone loser in the parking lot. Then there's sort of that...
That's what they sure thought about me.
For the most part, everybody that I've been in touch with is really happy and really proud. And because also I think part of that is because they know where I came from. I mean, for me to talk about an interview where I came from, at some point it starts to sound like a spiel, like you don't even know whether it's true or not. I don't even know whether it's true or not because it's been so oft repeated. But those people that were there and saw what I came from and this sort of where I was emotionally and how fragile I was are pretty amazed that I've actually endured to this point. So.
Summer of '94, I started. You couldn't have been any huger, and it continues. And, you know, I always think this show today could be my last. You never know. It's such a fluky deal. Are you amazed at the continuing success that you guys have had? Are you amazed that the steamroller just keeps going?
I'm sort of in the middle of tour mode, so it always feels like
the whole
thing's going to blow up.
Wait a minute. Think about all the bands. None of them are around. Yeah. You're still here. All these other so-called alternative bands had one huge hit or one, and we've never heard from them again. You've got a catalog of hits.
Right.
As an old man, you'll be able to play Vegas with these hits. I mean, you know, you're not a one-hit wonder.
But down-keyed about 2 days. So great.
Hi, Billy. It's Gene Simmons. You're a powerful and attractive man. You know I love you. And when I go to jail, you and I, babe.
Powerful message, isn't it?
Nice.
Okay. I saw this documentary, Kurt and Courtney. Have you seen this? I never realized. I mean, I knew you had some kind of relation. You dated. Do you mind me asking about this?
No, it's fine.
I've never asked you about it. Right. You dated Courtney Love before Kurt Cobain?
Right.
But
right.
You weren't a rock star then?
There's a great apocryphal story about that. That's sort of an untold.
You want to tell it?
Well, the funny part is she flew to Chicago to see me. Nirvana was in town at the same time, and basically threw her out of my apartment.
You did?
Yeah, because she threatened to leave if I didn't treat her right or something. She was going to go leave and see Kurt. Kurt, quote unquote.
Yeah, and what does treat her right mean? You got to supply her with a bunch of heroin and smack her around, drop her baby on the floor? No, what is? How do you treat her right?
There's no satisfying that woman.
She was at our one of our big shows. I don't even we had Blondie there and Hole was there and a bunch of other bands. Mm-hmm. And she got down on her knees between Debbie Harry's legs and talked about how she wanted to perform on her. Mm-hmm. And Debbie Harry was like totally repulsed. You are my God. I want to lick you. I want to stick my tongue. I want to lick your belly button from the inside. All this stuff. It was like, oh, thank God you didn't get hooked up with that. Frank, hello.
Hi, Billy. I went to the signings, and I saw you guys in Champaign. I went to the breakfast and everything. I want to thank you for all that.
When we were in Champaign, I took 40 people out to breakfast because there were all the people sitting out in the cold at 8 in the morning. And I walked by, and so I took everyone to breakfast. So
where did you take them?
To an IHOP.
Yes!
The best part was
I lived across the street from that IHOP. I really did.
So is that like a famous IHOP story?
Yeah,
now?
the one on Green Street, right, Billy?
Kind of a
the funny thing was
thing.
walking into an IHOP with this sort of throng, and saying we need like 40 seats.
So Billy, when you're out on the street, what is the number one question? What do you hear the most?
Are you guys going to break up? That's the big question.
Okay. No.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yes. No, you got a big, I doubt it. And do you love this
Put it
one?
this way, if we were, I wouldn't tell anybody about it.
How about this? This is the one I love all the time. When's the new CD coming out?
That always makes you feel good.
No, but people can be at an autograph signing with the guy. They've got the new CD. It's been out 2 days.
When's the next one?
When's the next one coming? Jesus God. Boy, I'll tell you, this is a different interview than the first time when I interviewed Billy. Hi, Billy. Hi. So the new CD. Yep. Tell me about it. It's out. Okay. It's like pulling teeth.
Well, you know what?
Now
Honestly,
it's easy.
you guys seem to have this thing, you know? You guys seem to have like a little wavelength with each other that's sort of, I think, would be annoying if any of us in the room interrupted.
Maybe we'll get a little bungalow in Boys Town next to you and Josh. How would that be?
No, the only question I had is something that you're going to go, come on. I think I read once where you said that your biggest sort of regret is that Soundgarden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and you guys were sort of the big four about 6 years ago. They all blew it, and you guys could have had what, the Doors, the Who, the Beatles, the Stones had in the 60s if they would have only known what to do.
The point I was trying to make, it was sort of during the Adore interviews, was that I think they'd figure out a way to make it so it wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
don't forget. Back then they had muskets. Now they have things like nuclear bombs.
The worst of Mancow. Rock 1021.
New CD is called Machina. We're going to hear a rare unplugged performance live on this program. Billy Corgan.
Yes!
Kept the curtains on empty streets, behind a wall of caller ID. No one's out there to hear if I can about the troubles in the air. My thoughts left off, 'cause I'm home to die on my own. As my radio plays my favorite song. Radio, 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 don't you know? Radio, 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 please don't. on the dust of my tongue. In the attic with the stars, I read your letters to feel better. My tears upon the fading ink. The morning now gone. Pick up what my thoughts left on. 'Cause I'm home to die on my own with my radio and my favorite songs. Radio, radio, I'm alone. Radio, don't you know? I sit in the dark light to wait for ghost night to bring the past alive, to make a toast to life, 'cause I have survived. What is it you? What is it you? Change. What is it you? What is it you? Change. What is it you want? Change. Radio, 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 What is it you? What is it you want? Change. What is it you want? What is it you want? Change. What is it you want? Change.
Wow. Oh, man.
Billy Corgan, that's, what is that? Cut 4 off the new CD.
Eye of the Morning.
Awesome.
Eye of the Morning off Machine of the Machines of
That's
God.
nice.
It is in
One of
stores
my
now. Billy
favorite
Corgan
songs.
in studio with us all morning. Billy,
Good
always a
Lord.
pleasure.
Thanks a lot to Ollie. Thank you.